So in the meeting, we found out you all agree, right? The Eagles are the team to beat, the Super Bowl champs. I get it, out in the NFC. But take them out of it. Are the Rams the next best team?
I'm not ready to say that. Because I think Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints are a team to watch out for. You got Drew Brees, one of the prolific quarterbacks this game has ever seen. He's a future Hall of Famer. We know what he brings to the table. Kamara with Ingram in the backfield. He's now got a running game. Michael Thomas and those boys can ball. And on the defensive side of the ball, they improved dramatically. That miracle in Minnesota notwithstanding, the defense is still pretty damn good. And obviously they're going to be hungry because they know they blew a terrific shot at the Super Bowl crown themselves. So I'm going to still put New Orleans ahead of them. But I will say this. I like what I'm seeing from Snead and the Los Angeles Rams. Life without Jeff Fisher is just a beautiful, beautiful thing for them. When you look at their secondary and you got Aqib Talib with Marcus Peters, I mean, listen, I hope they act right, but I got love for both of those brothers, and I think that they can do some damage. When you look at that coupled with the rest of their defense, and they better re-up Aaron Donald, make sure he gets his money. I know that much. When you look at everything from that perspective, they are formidable. Here's why I'm not willing to elevate them to number 2, however. I believe last year was an aberration offensively. What we saw from Jared Goff, he looked very impressive. But there's more film out on him. Now you know the kind of things that Coach McVay likes to do. They've seen a lot more film on Jared Goff, and I don't think he's going to have the year next year that everybody thinks he's going to have. I got nothing but love and faith in Todd Gurley. I know what he's going to do. Sammy Watkins, you don't know his status there as well. So I just look at it from the standpoint, I think offensively, they may struggle more than people realize. I think they've elevated themselves defensively, but I don't think they'll be as formidable offensively as they were last season, and that's why I'm giving the edge to New Orleans being number 2 in the NFC before I think about Los Angeles.
We could also argue Minnesota, but I'll take the Rams as the second-best team in the NFC on paper. In fact, they may have already been that last year, but I, like many, looked at quarterback, looked at Jared Goff, looked at the experience, the fact that the Rams had not really been there yet, and then looked at New Orleans and preferred New Orleans and maybe 1 or 2 other teams. But you know what? Now Goff has playoff experience. And I agree with you, Stephen A., that Snead has done a good job. It's a very good job. I don't know that the secondary's actually gotten better because they're about to lose Trumaine Johnson. And they traded Ogletree and all this, and maybe they didn't feel that he had a great year or that he didn't fit the system or whatever. And they brought in Talib, a brand name, but he is 32 years old. He's still very good. I don't know that they've actually improved the defense or they're running in place and getting money ready to pay to pay Aaron Donald. And so I don't know that that's why they're better because of these acquisitions. I do think that another year of experience, the fact that they've played together, the fact that I believe Goff is progressing, and the fact that they have that playoff loss under their belt means that they may take the step from being on paper the second best team, maybe even on paper they were the best in the NFC last year, to maybe in practice actually advancing. So I like them right now. Eagles 1, Rams 2.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go there right now. I give Sean McVay, the head coach, a lot of credit for, getting rid of that stench of mediocrity from Jeff Fisher. There's no question about that. But I think Stephen A. alluded to it. The one thing that the Los Angeles Rams, they're not going to surprise people this year. They had a young coach who brought in a fun system. Made Jared Goff look like one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. But after you have a year like they had last year, you're not going to catch anyone by surprise. You got a whole offseason to look at these guys, and they have a talented roster, no question about it. I like the acquisitions in the secondary. That's what defensive coordinator Wade Phillips loves. He loves cornerbacks. Cover cornerbacks because he likes to blitz a lot. But again, they're not going to catch anyone off guard. A lot of these teams now, they know the system. They know what to expect. So I want to see how the Los Angeles Rams react to people coming in saying, you know what, this is a pretty good team. Can you bring it every single week? Can you do it every single week? I'm going to give you an example, just like with the Philadelphia Eagles. I know because I've been there. When you're a Super Bowl champ or you've been to the Super Bowl, guess what? Everybody plays you like it's their Super Bowl. It's going to be on a similar level for the Los Angeles Rams. No one is going to sleep on the Rams. Everyone's going to know. So we're going to see what this Rams team is all about.